Heathrow hell, travel chaos on Terminal 5's opening day.
I want to speak to the manager. This is going to be shown all over the world.
Spanking new building, but it's the same old story. Delays, cancellations, lost luggage and humiliation for BA.
We always knew the first day would represent a unique challenge.
We'll be asking how BA could have got it so wrong. Also tonight, murdered for being different. The student killed as she tried to save her boyfriend.
I wish she'd left me to die, if I'm to be honest.
Does this look like a place with 8,000 voters? The BBC uncovers new claims of vote rigging in Zimbabwe. And the French president promises a beautiful friendship. This time it's with the British people.
In BBC London News, one of the biggest Met Police raids ever targets a hotbed for criminal gangs, and the performers taking to the streets over plans to cut back busking in Covent Garden.
Good evening. Terminal 5 was meant to usher in a new age of travel for BA passengers. Instead, its first day was marred by all the problems that have made Heathrow such an unpopular airport with travellers. There have been dozens of flight cancellations and delays, bags and passengers going their separate ways, and angry travellers screaming for refunds. Tonight, passengers have been told that luggage check-in has been suspended. As Tom Simons reports, it's a very public humiliation for Britain's flagship carrier.
Welcome to not only BA's new home, but to what the Queen called a 21st century gateway to Britain and the world.
The desks are closed. That's incredible. I want to speak to the manager. This is going to be shown all over the world.
This was supposed to be new Heathrow, pain-free travel.
Staff don't appear to be properly trained. Security systems are breaking down. It's absolute shambles.
But in a way, today's frustrated travellers were back in old Heathrow with all its problems, as though they'd never left.
I don't think it's fair, and this is a stupid excuse, this one, that this is the first day in Terminal 5. I mean, we are in Britain.
At least 34 flights cancelled, thousands of bags delayed. It started well enough. The first arrival from Hong Kong was a little early. But by mid-morning, passengers started complaining of hour-long waits for their bags. After lunch, passengers on cancelled flights started queuing to rebook.
I've been waiting in that line for 3 hours, and then when I got to the front, they closed that lane.
British Airways fully expected teething problems, but this is not looking good. Many passengers will come away from here talking about a day-one disaster. And this queue is getting longer by the minute. After we filmed, extra staff arrived, the queue was cleared. But British Airways was still insisting in statements its problems were minor. Passengers weren't impressed. Can I show you BA's statement from lunchtime?
Yeah, and this is an absolute disgrace. This is not minor problems. This is mass cancellations, staff that have not got a clue what's going on, check-in desks that are closed.
Mid-afternoon, and the worst disruption of all. Check-in could no longer check in baggage. What failed was the three-step system for getting bags from passenger to plane. Step 1 is the so-called fast bag drop. But staff couldn't put bags into the system because of problems with Step 2, the underground baggage conveyor belts. They were working properly, but they got clogged up with up to 12,000 bags. Why? Because of Step 3, the British Airways operation that takes bags off the conveyor and puts them onto the planes. For some reason, it has simply failed today. British Airways admits its baggage handlers weren't in the right places. Some couldn't find parking spaces, others got caught up in security or held up trying to navigate the new building. This evening, the operations director appeared with a statement.
We sincerely apologise to those customers who have suffered disrupted journeys or baggage delays. We always knew the first day would represent a unique challenge because of the size and complexity of the move into Terminal 5.
But BA still refused to talk about why Terminal 5 had run into such trouble, even when pressed. Why has your operation gone down? Tonight, no passengers are being allowed to check in bags, And BA's put out letters saying it won't book hotel rooms for those who can't fly without them.
Once again, please accept our sincere apologies.
With day one nearly over, the pressure is now on to recover for day two.